Hello, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. I'm in front of the Blackburn Recreation Center. This is a place where Buster Douglas started his boxing training, right here. I love James Buster Douglas. It's a great story, the story of his life and his connection to Columbus, his hometown. I'm going to show you a lot of great places. Hope you come along for this one. Give this video a thumbs up. Also share it with a friend and let's go. James Buster Douglas was born on April 7th, 1960, right here in Columbus, Ohio. He was the son of William Dynamite Douglas, a prize fighter, and he grew up right here in the Windsor Terrace section of Columbus. His father ran this gym, the Blackburn Recreation Center, and he introduced James to boxing, but James, as much as he enjoyed boxing, his best sport was basketball. And he played basketball for his high school, led them to the state championship in 1977. And after high school, he played for the Coffeyville Community College Red Ravens. And he was a really good basketball player. He was 6'4" and a very good power forward. And he's actually in the Coffeyville Community College Men's Basketball Hall of Fame. He played basketball for Sinclair Community College from 1979 to 1980. That's up in Dayton, Ohio. And he really liked basketball. He said when he became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the most exciting part for him was that he got to meet Dr. J, who was his hero. He rooted always for the Philadelphia 76ers because Dr. J was a 76er. And so he said when he was flying back from Tokyo, he was on the plane with Dr. J and got to meet him and talk to him, and he talked about what an exciting thing that was. Growing up the son of a heavyweight boxer, actually his father was not a heavyweight. He was lighter than him, and he said so they would train together, but he got to a point where he was just so much bigger than his father that his father wasn't able to spar with him or anything like that. But he said growing up the son of a prize fighter, he got to go to a lot of different cities, got to see his father fight some really big fights. His father was a good fighter, did well, but never attained the success that his son eventually got to when he got to be undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He and his father didn't always see eye to eye, and eventually he stopped working with his father, and he was managed by John Johnson, the former Ohio State assistant football coach, and that worked very well for him. Well, here we are. This is the Mount Vernon Plaza in Columbus. James Buster Douglas had his first and second professional fight here. At this point, he was managed by John Johnson. His opponent on his first fight, Dan O'Malley, was managed by Buster Douglas's father, who promoted the fight, and Buster said that everyone around here was set up to cheer for him. This place was actually rather famous. You can see here, Jimmy Carter came here to Mount Vernon Plaza when it opened. This is a very large apartment building here in Columbus. There is now this large sculpture that is dedicated to James Buster Douglas. So right here where he had his first and second match. His first match was May 31st, 1981. He defeated Dan O'Malley. It was a 4-round bout. Some people consider his first two matches, which both occurred right here, right in the middle, in this grassy area. Some people consider them to be exhibition bouts and do not count them as sanctioned professional fights. He did have professional judges there. His father promoted it, but they wore headgear and the tickets were given away for free. So some people believe that that does not make a professional fight. But right here, Buster Douglas said that people were lined up, sitting all around, sitting on the steps, sitting on the planters. And I'm going to walk right here to where the ring would have been. And this is where Buster Douglas, managed by John Johnson, the former Ohio State assistant football coach, would have won his first and second professional fight. Buster Douglas went on to fight several more great fights. He had some losses, but mostly wins against a lot of journeyman fighters. But then, as it came closer and closer to the time where he went on to fight, there's a bird fighting with a bird's nest up here. We'll take a look at that. But as he came closer to the time where he was going to fight Tyson, he fought Trevor Berbick, who was a great top-ranked contender, and he beat him. And so this lined him up to fight Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson was undefeated. I was driving away and I remembered, if you look at this post right in the center of the screen here, James Buster Douglas was shown on that Tokyo fight right in front of this. You can see him there with his son. He was walking into the plaza where his first fight was. This is in downtown in front of the Ringside Cafe. Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson. This is the oldest bar in Columbus, this restaurant. They serve burgers, and the first one on their menu is the James Buster Douglas Ringside Cafe. All of the burgers themed after boxing. Let's take a look at the mural, and I don't think we can go in. I don't think they're open yet, but we'll take a look at the outside. And there you go. Douglas fires back with a left and a right. Mike is hurt. Tyson is wobbling. Oh, uppercut. What an uppercut, and down goes Tyson. The Ringside Cafe. Yeah, here it is. They say it's the oldest bar in town, and menu's right here. And you can see the Buster Douglas. You can also get the Oscar De La Hoya, the Ali, the Smokin' Joe burger. Well, there you have it. Immortalized in a mural, hopefully that's here for years and years to come. After winning the heavyweight championship of the world in Tokyo, Buster came back to Columbus, Ohio, and was a hometown hero. And they did a big giant parade, which was shown on television around the country. You could see the entire parade here, but every local news in every area carried it. It was a big deal. It was a big parade, and the parade came right down this street, right where we are. This is East Broad Street in Columbus. I'll show you a picture that I can almost match up, not exactly because some things have changed, but I'll show you. So here's a picture of Buster in the parade, and you can see this building. You can see the corner of this building here, the windows from this, and then you can see this, I think, apartment building. Let's walk up a little closer. This is the Capital University Law School building that you see, in this apartment building. It's kind of being blocked out a little bit by the sun, but that you can see in the top left. So he was sitting up on the back of a convertible and riding down here with everybody cheering for him. And you can see him here. The hat says, "Only my best, James Douglas." And yeah, that was right here, right on this street, driving down here. Look at this ship on the front of this building. It used to be something else. You can see the letters have been removed up there, but I don't know if it was a shipbuilding place, but it sure's got a nice ship on it. There's a lot of old buildings down here and some new stuff. Columbus is definitely getting busier than it was last time I was here. By the way, right down the street from here was the first Wendy's, and when the parade took place, that Wendy's would have been open. It would have been right at the corner on the other side over there. Behind me is the Thompson Recreation Center. After James Buster Douglas stopped training with his dad, he started training over here. He had his coach, Jim, I think it was Jim Johnson, and he started training at this gym. And since he's retired from boxing, he started training people at this gym. After beating Iron Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas went on a whirlwind tour, doing all kinds of appearances. He filled in for Mike Tyson, who refused to show for a WWF event that he was supposed to referee between Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. Macho Man, also from Columbus, told Buster Douglas in the ring, "Hey brother, I'm from Columbus as well," which Buster was excited to talk to him about. Buster also got his own boxing game for the Sega Genesis. It was actually a Japanese game called Final Blow that they kind of made a sprite of Buster Douglas and made some extra cutscenes to make him part of the game. And it was able to come out just a few months after he won the title before his first defense against Evander Holyfield, which he lost. Buster Douglas went on to have a few more fights here and there, some successful, some not, eventually retiring. And after retiring, he returned to Columbus and he decided he wanted to train up-and-coming fighters. And for a while, he tried and found that what he really liked to train was younger fighters, kids. And so that's what he does today. So there you have it. Interesting story. Wasn't champ for very long, but shook up the world in a way that few people have. I still remember that night, and I could rewatch the match, and every round, every moment, it just stuck in my head. It was such a great match. I hope you enjoyed hearing about his career. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure, if you're not subscribed, you gotta do it. Also, like this video, share it with a friend, and right now you gotta click on a box, because a box is here, and a box is here. You can choose either one. I'm in both of them. I'll see you next time.